Right now at noon, an Atlanta police officer is sent to the hospital after a crash in southwest Atlanta. Thanks for being with us. I'm Brooks Baptiste.
And I'm Lana Harris. Now, new at noon, police have announced there's been an arrest. So Atlanta News First Don Shipman is live for us outside Atlanta Police Headquarters with the latest on the officer's condition and the investigation. Don.
Yeah, police are saying that one person has been arrested, though they have not announced the charges for that person. This was a pretty violent crash. It ended up sending 2 people to the hospital, including a police officer. The force of the crash badly damaged both vehicles, but the brunt of the damage can be seen in the police cruiser. The front end and front driver's side smashed in. Atlanta police placing blame on the driver of the other vehicle, saying the SUV ran a stop sign. The crash shortly before midnight at an intersection along Lakewood Avenue Southwest closed the street to traffic for more than an hour as debris was scattered all over the pavement. The officer was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, expected to be okay. Despite the damage to the patrol car, police say the officer is recovering from only minor injuries. Now, here's what we do know. We do know that police initially said that the driver of that SUV may have been drunk behind the wheel. We also know that 3 people were in that SUV, and one person in that SUV was injured, taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay. Another person in that SUV, police say, fled the scene. We do not know if that person is in custody. We're live here outside of Atlanta Police Headquarters downtown. I'm Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.